Hello everyone, welcome back. This is another episode of Turtle Island SMP. I am your host, TuberTheTuber. They call me that because I am a potato on YouTube. What we got going on today is we're finishing our initial Guardian farm, one that I've been calling rudimentary. So we are out here in the ocean and we have put together all of the cells and where all the guardians will spawn. So this is a nearly complete cell, and I have put in the framework for a conduit. Doesn't really matter which of these blocks you use. They could be all sea lanterns, all prismarine bricks, and all prismarine blocks. Doesn't matter. And the configuration actually somewhat doesn't matter as long as there are enough of these blocks around and the place where the conduit goes is completely surrounded by water and is in water. So as long as you have all that, then it works just fine, and the conduits will kill any hostile mobs that are ocean mobs. Actually, I think it kills any hostile mobs, period. So, like here is some guardians that are in their spawn spot. We don't have a conduit in here yet, and so they are not being automatically killed. But in Bedrock Edition, there's 25 spawn spots that are set spots for guardians to spawn, and so it makes it easy to make a guardian farm. Now, if you notice, we also actually put in all of our water stream pathways already with the ice and everything. So, but we're going to show you how to finish up making one of these cells and how I've been doing it here. So I make a conduit with one heart of the sea. Hello. Got a love tap from a guardian. So one heart of the sea, 8 nautilus shells makes one conduit. And then let's see, we're going to want to fell down. Just for purposes of showing everything. So we'll come back over to our far corner here. Prep our conduit. Now this typical setup for a conduit is surrounded by 3 rings of prismarine, one going north and south, one going east and west, and one going around the middle. So I'll set a block here temporarily just to be able to place the conduit, and then once I break this block, the conduit opens, and you can see that heart of the sea now with a little eyeball iris or something in the middle. And all these little particles that are coming from nowhere in the ocean into this conduit, those are the same particles that will go out whenever there's a hostile mob it's going to kill. Okay. Now, it's going to spawn guardians in here, not when I'm standing right next to it, but it's going to spawn guardians in here. And what we're going to want to do is get those drops to a collection center over here. And so we've already built this, what's going to be a water stream, and I'm going to completely finish this cell right here to show you how I do it. So next thing I do is I take all these blocks, and I want to get rid of all of this water. So I'm just going to fill in these blocks, which will eliminate that water. Okay, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to pick them all back up. There are faster ways to get rid of water, like with sponges and things, but to get what I'm getting here, there isn't. Okay, so now that part's all prepped and ready to go. We want to get rid of this water. We don't need to get rid of that bottom one right there because that's going to be part of the water stream. But we definitely want to get rid of this, and that's good enough for what we're doing. Then we're going to remove this section of glass blocks that we put in. to mark the spot. Okay. And we're going to get everything prepared here. Let's see. Set these trapdoors here. Oops, and I'll explain those later in just a minute. Okay. Then we want to get slabs. So what we're going to actually do here is create a water stream on top of water. But you can't just do whatever you want here, because it just doesn't work. Let me show you what I mean. If we want all the water to push from this side all the way over into this side where the water stream is going to be. We'll go ahead and take out these blocks to show the water stream. Okay. Now this water stream is going to carry the drops from the Guardians over to our collection center, which I put in the middle. You can put it anywhere, but I had everything going to the middle. So if we take a bucket of water, it's going to flow water, but because we have other water and someplace for it to drop, it stops right there. If we put it over here, it flows over the top of these slabs, but it also goes to the point of least resistance, I guess you could say, and goes right over here to this water. So let's pick that back up for a second. Now the good thing about using the slabs is we use the full blocks on this upper level here just a minute ago, and that removed the water. If you use a slab and then you're going to break the slab, the water's still there. It's basically a water-logged slab while it's there. Okay, so let's fill all this in, and then we put a water bucket there, and it doesn't have anywhere to go. So we bring it over here, and it's going to flow all the drops that float up from the conduit right over here to our water stream. So we're going to put in 3 buckets of water here. We only need 3 because when you have 2 water sources that have 1 block of space in between them, it fills that in. So we now have 5 water sources from 3 buckets of water. Okay, and all of that is flowing in a single direction from this side over to this side. If I didn't put the trapdoors or some buttons or something else here, then the water would be flowing over into the water stream, because water will flow for 8 blocks. But we don't want that. We just want the water to push everything over into this water stream so that it goes and gets put into our collection system that we haven't built yet. I suppose this water stream here would be part of the collection system. So that's going to flow over there, but as it sits right now, there's if it kills a Guardian in here, nothing is going to come out because it's all blocked off. So we're going to pop all of these slabs, and as we pop them, you can see how they flow. And anything from the Guardian drops is going to flow exactly the same way. They're going to come up because everything will rise in the water, and those are full water source blocks underneath, and then this water stream on top will bring them over here, and then they'll be able to go to the collection system. Now, that's all I really have to do, but I prefer to add one more bit, which is to kind of cap this off. So I'm going to cover this whole thing in lower half slabs, which also will prevent anything from spawning on top of this here. But I'm not going to do this edge, because if I'm coming along in the water swimming or in a boat and I try to hop up here, if there's a half slab right on the edge, I can't jump up on top of that. So I'm going to give myself this bit all the way around as an edge, and then I'm going to cover up all the parts where I might fall in with the Guardians. And there's a chance, it's unlikely, but there's a chance that the Guardian drops would pop up and out. The other thing that this does is makes it so that any Guardians that spawn inside these cells can't see me, and so they can't shoot at me with their little laser beams. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to cover the cells and any bits of the collection system here. Okay. And with the power of video editing, boom, we now have all 25 spots that are ready to go. Each cell has a conduit with the appropriate amount of prismarine, decorated somewhat nicely. They're all capped off, and all the water streams all flow together to one space. So when we come right over here to where we put that space where they all flow together, we see that we're getting prismarine shards, prismarine crystals, and then the raw cod, which are all the drops from the guardians. Yep. So what we want to do now is create a collection system for this. And the way that I like to do that is to what I normally do actually is to make an item sorter. But with this simple of a farm, I don't think we're going to get into that much detail. I think we're just going to make it so that things get collected. And so for that, what we're going to do, well, I should say, I want to make it so that it's going to be able to put in a item sorter later, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put in some double chests. Oops, I forgot to crouch. We're going to put in some double chests. We're going to put in 4. I want to say 4. Four sets. I got enough for 4 sets, so let's go. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Oops, nope, not what we wanted. Come on, drop down in there. Okay. Lots of crouching. Oh, we don't have enough for 4 sets. What am I thinking? Oh, I know what was wrong. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did this. What I did was I got enough for, I was trying to get enough for 3 sets of 4 tall double chests, and I wasn't accounting for the double part of it. So for now, I will do the 2 4 tall, and that'll be enough. Okay, I need to get back up here. We also need keep this guy going. Yep. And when I remember, I'm going to go to the nether and put a piece of soul sand down the bottom here so that it shoots them up. But for now, we will work with this. Okay, so we got another layer here. Bucket of water. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, and I forgot. Yeah, we're going to want... What was all I think? We'll just grab those. Okay. We will... So we know that they're temporary blocks. We'll grab these also. So we'll put our last layer. I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot. Holy cow. I did this completely wrong. Because right here where the water stream is, that's where we need to have the hoppers. And then we're going to want the chests offset by 1 block. Let's put those back. Yep. Like that. Okay. The chests we're going to want here. But not on that spot. Because we need to have... Yep, we need to have it. What do we? No, we can. We can put it here. Wow. Okay. Hoppers will be there. Yeah, we will get those spots out eventually. Oops, not that one. And we're just doing our 2 for now, so we're going to go like that. Yeah, we need our hoppers right here. Now, one thing that I like to do is offset the hoppers. Instead of having the hoppers down in a column, I like to put them on every other side. Ooh, we want to be up right now. Like this. Because what that'll do is that'll have everything actually funnel all the way down all the time, instead of if it starts to fill up the next chest up, it just stays up in there. Okay, so that's our 3, and then we're going to want 1 more. Let's see. That'll work. Gosh. Yep, 1 more up top here. Where's our bucket of water? Okay, so we're going to grab these. And then can we still... yes, barely. So what we want now is set up like this to flow over the tops of the hoppers. And then we want to... Well, no, we really only want it to go to the 1. Yeah, we don't want all this extra. Okay, so we're going to put a glass block on top of the second one. Then before we do this, we're going to put our old slabby slab right there. Oops, that's not what we wanted. There. Oh, did it really? That's dumb. We're going to have to fix that, because they're not going to flow to the top now. It created a waterlogged slab, then it made it so that they don't, when I took away the waterlogged slab, it took away that whole water source. So we want to put a water source there and then there. Put the glass back in, and now everything will work right. Okay, so now when everything floats up, it's going to come over to the hoppers and start filling up in the chests. Yep, hoppers pick it up and then it drops them down. Bingo. Okay, so it's just going to go ahead and bulk, not sort, put all these items in. It's only going to be those 3 items unless there's something weird that spawns in there. So they all have the occasional zombie flesh or squid ink or something like that. So let those fill up, and now we can AFK over here. Now, some might ask, and I might have said this before in the video, what was the point of all this? Because most Guardian farms are built for the XP, and this one, because we're using conduits, doesn't use XP. So just to be clear, the point of this was because I love to use sea lanterns, and the ingredients for sea lanterns are right here: prismarine shards and prismarine crystals. So I take these, I come over here, and I get sea lanterns. recorded that bit without my...
Oh. Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Well, I'm not going to keep this part.
Oh, you're going to edit it out?
Yep. All right. So, needs battery, so take this bit.
Why do you use like telephone 100?
Because it works better.
It only gets like laggy when it's almost dead.
There you go. Okay, so I got to go back over to the Guardian farm and re-record.
Wait, what? Oh,
And now we have a full 25 cell Guardian farm, a collection and item storage, a nether portal, and an AFK spot. If we go up by 24 blocks, then all of the 25 cells are going to be able to spawn guardians. If you are within 24 blocks, then they won't. So if we stand up here, and we'll flesh this out up here a little bit too. If we stand up here, all 25 cells are able to spawn guardians, get killed by conduits, and collect their drops so that we can have the sea lanterns. See, we got guys going on over there. There is a little bit edge of the corners that when you're up here that doesn't get it, so it's not ever going to be 100%. You either lose a little bit of the corners or you lose a little bit of the center because the spawning area is a sphere. Hey, Sloth. And we have already, even though we have built pretty big storage area for just 3 types of items, we've already kind of cleaned things out and gotten what we can out of that. But for now, we're going to go back through our new can I change my name to AFK machine? As tedious as it is to change names, it would actually be kind of fitting at this point. So we hooked up our nether portal there to an appropriate spot within our nether hub and tunnels. And so if we go towards the center, towards 0, 0, that's where this little setup is here, which that is subject to change over time. Okay, we've got tunnels started going off in 16 directions. And if we come to this tunnel, then we have our new nether portal to our Turtle Island, Spawn Island base. And then this pops us out on this side of the turtle because we moved our nether portal from over there by the back legs of the turtle to up here right next to the head. It's kind of at the neck of the turtle, which I think is kind of weird, but this turned out to be probably the best spot. And there's Guttural Beast. My crew is forming. And what we're going to do today, at this point of this episode, is we are going to do a little bit of bridge building now that we have sea lanterns. I need to get all this stuff. Oh, yeah, we got to clear out some of this other stuff too. We got a little bunny trap. We got our bee hives, cactus that we need to turn into a cactus farm. That thing is supposed to be a lookout tower. We'll see what happens. I don't know if we had this on camera, but we actually had skeleton horses spawn with skeleton riders. And in an attempt to kill the skeletons, one of the horses, we won't say it. We have 3. All right, so we have prepped the deep slate and turned it into deep slate tile. We're going to need an absolute ton of this. And what we're going to do, let's clear out as much of our inventory as we can. What we're going to do is we're going to make the first circle around the base. So with these bridges, we're going to have the bridges going off in 8 directions. We have 4 right now. And at every 100 blocks, which I thought was a lot farther away than it was when we started building this, for every 100 blocks, we're going to have a ring. And as you're out and about in the world, especially over this center ocean, the ocean that surrounds our spawn island. As you're out and about, the rings will help orient you to where you are in the world, to be able to see where the rings are and um, and how to get back, without, even if you don't have a map. So what we got, let me switch my other secondary screen over here. Because we want a ring, the easiest way to do that is to use plots. The website is plots.co.uk, and you can go there and it will show you a block. I can't put it on my screen right now, but it'll show you a block by block way to do lots of difficult shapes in a Minecraft type of world. In fact, they've kind of even changed their website to be more Minecraft oriented because so many Minecraft users have been using it. So I went into their ellipse generator and told the ellipse to be a perfect circle. And I told the circle to be 101 blocks wide in every direction. And the reason I did that is because we went out 100 blocks from the central point that we picked, and so we have 101 block. And Guttural Beast is here. He's gonna help me build. So I'm gonna mostly be doing the central light around the ring, and he's going to be helping out with the deep slate blocks. Okay, so I need to count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we need 15 blocks across. We have 5 here, so we need 5 more. And we'll go ahead and do the other 5 on the other side, but we're not going to go that direction. Oh, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yep, he's got the idea. And then following the model on the plots website, then we want to come in 1 and do another 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want to do 3. And then another 3. And then this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because it wants us to do 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 2. 1 set of 2. 2 sets of 2. 3 sets of 2. And 4 sets of 2. This is where it's difficult to follow it. And let me show without really telling. Yep, there we go, my man. Okay. Ooh, it's getting to be nighttime. It's going to be a little crazy. We might be getting some phantoms. Okay, so after the 4 sets of 2, then there's just the 1. And then another 2. And then 2 times with just 1. And then a 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 times with just 1. Okay, now we're starting to be on the other side of the curve, so now we're going to start reversing what we did before in the other direction. So there's a 2, and then 2 1s. Okay, I got to make sure I get this right. And then another 2. And then a 1. Uh-oh. Fall down. Fall down, go boom. Did he get hit by a phantom? Or did he just fall off? Can't tell you how many times I've fallen off. Okay, we're gonna know if we did this right by connecting up over there. Oh, we didn't do it right because I don't need 101. I need 201 across. Yeah, because we're curving in way too early here. Oh boy. Well, that's not gonna be fun. All right, let's start taking this down. Oof, yes, oof is correct. Thank you for the support, Sloth. All right, Guttural Beast, my man. He knows that we messed up, even though he didn't hear us talking, and he's out there. You're welcome. He's out there picking up the trash. All right, we're gonna clean this up, and then I'll be back to show you the real deal. Alrighty, we now have the proper we now have the proper 200 wide circle instead of the improper 100 wide circle. So starting again, we're gonna need, oh, this is kind of hard to see sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're gonna need a 5. 3, 5. And then we're gonna need a 4. And then we're gonna need 7, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3. 3 sets of 3. And for anybody who has done this before, they know that this is way easier to do off camera. We're going to need a 2 and a 3. Two and a 3. And 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Is that 5 twos? Let's double check. 2 and a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got to be exactly right on this stuff. So 5 sets of 2. 1 set of 2. Whoa, I falled. Oopsie. And we currently have no way to get up except for coming back to center. Okay. Try again. I do not trust his throws. Okay. 2, 3. So then there's 1, 2 sets of 2, 3 sets of 2, 4 sets of 2, 5 sets of 2. Okay. And then after that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have a 1 and then a 2. And then another 2 and then 1, 2, 3. That which would be 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. 3 singles. And on the third one, that's a 2. And then 1, 2, 2 singles. And then a 2. So we've done that twice. And then, oh goodness. Now this is where we're getting a whole bunch of signals. I'm having a hard time even figuring out how many there are. So I'm going to do a few, and then we're going to hop over to the other side and see if we can match this up. Oh, hey pal. Try and do something here. We'll do one more because that's what I have in that stack. Okay. All right. Somehow we're able to communicate with gestures. Okay, coming over to the arm of the turtle here. A sign language. Yes, you have a different kind of sign language, Sloth. You leave signs everywhere. Okay. I only have one more stack of these. Okay, so we need to go out by 9 from the center one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're coming to the left this time to complete the circle. And it was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, wrong side. And after the 7 was a 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. And after that was a 4. 2, 3, 4. After the 4 was 1, 2, 3 sets of 3. And one of the most frustrating things about doing this kind of thing is realizing you are off by 1 block somewhere. Okay. 1, 2, 3 sets of 3. After the 3 sets of 3, there was a set of 2 and then a set of 3. We're coming up on it. After the set of 2 and a set of 3, and then there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I remember 5 sets of 2, but I want to make sure that I'm right. Definitely want to double check. It is so frustrating to get this wrong. So 1, 2, 3 sets of 2, 4 sets of 2, 5 sets of 2. After the 5 sets of 2, there was a 1 and then a 2. After that, where am I here? Okay, 1, 2, and then another 2. Let's see, I almost missed that. 2, and then 2 singles, and then another 2. And then I might have messed this up. Hold on. Let's review here. Okay. Boy. All right, hold the phone. Let's make sure we got this right. Oops, knocked my water bottle over. Let's back it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then single and a 2. And then another 2. Yep, okay. 1, 2. Yep, okay. I see where we are now. And then we want another of the same. A 1 and a 1 and a 2. I think we're off. Because then we're supposed to be singles from there. Ah, darn it. We're way off somewhere. We're way off somewhere. All right, let me figure out what's going on with this off camera, and then we'll be back.